big, juicy things are happening in the land of cryptocurrency. You're my friend. I'm catching you with a Pokeball every single day. We have seen Richard Hart, founder of PulseChain, release a new video. I've uploaded it on my channel, friends. Everybody's been watching it, I guess, in consuming the content out here. I've also got, friends, a very lovely post I've made of the thumbnails, timestamps for you. And so if you click on, you actually see the video here when I made it here. I'll just put it up.
Hello, everybody.
Put it on he put it on the Twitter Roonies. We've got the thumbnails here as well, friends, for you. What happened to the other coins and sacrifice for? No, please. As I've got to remind you, friends. It's all right. I get it, man. I get it. Like, I'm here 18 hours a day. I understand. Everyone's got chocolate to eat. You've got to patch your kids. You probably got a pet turtle. Got to feed it a couple of, nice nutrients out here. I'm just here to remind you, okay? Richard does not control the business cycle. He does not control the PMI. He doesn't control US manufacturing. He doesn't control inflation. The phenomena of the business cycle is its own beast. Okay, yeah, closely or loosely tied to the US government debt rollover. The average world government debt is 5.5 years. They've been doing 4 years for US government. Joe Biden did it 5 years. We'll see if next year's going to be like that final bursty as manufacturing goes up, okay? I just want to show you this as well, friends. Just have a quick zoom in here. It's kind of funny, friends. Look on the right-hand side. Cardano. It is funny. It is funny. So this is the timestamps of it. All right, so he talks about ProveX quite a lot in here. ProveX, the new sacrifice. I know a lot of people are upset. It's just pretty much, it's a different target market. Okay, that's it. Just he's trying different pitches just to show you what it is. I don't know, friends, by the way, could be a big fat rug. Could be a big fat rug, but he's confirmed proof of life. He has been eating. I guess he is. He's not AI. Something to think about as well is he speaks about rotating the pitch, as I said, marketing pitch. In terms of, well, if you advertise, he used Hex's good price chart going up when he was marketing for PulseChain and PulseX Sacrifice. But their prices are dog shit, so he's not talking about price anymore. He's getting a different target market. People speaking about privacy, new tech-focused stuff. That's what the ProveX stuff is. You can go participate if you want, friends. Personally, I just, you know what I mean? Oh, man, friends, my heart's broken. Man. I saw some numbers in how much I've lost in ICOs. Oh, gosh. I wish I never... Oh, gosh. Oh, I got absolute... We all got decimated. Every single ICO is just down so much. So, and I'm not even talking about the PulseChain stack. I'm talking about the actual ICO new project things. It's just... Man, I just want to gorilla grip someone's neck. Who are we going to sacrifice, friends? Who do we pick out? Gosh. Richard Hart speaks about ProveX, right? Zero knowledge tech, speaking about, you know, the kind of these, how these internet certificates work. He speaks about, you know, a bit of economics, Ethereum, tokenomics and stuff. Interesting. He also answers comments and questions from the Crown towards the later half of the video. And he also, you know, some people ask him, hey, what do you think about the 4-year cycle? He goes, look, too hard to call. He goes, look, if we go down 365 days is the bottom and then we go up, it's kind of like, you know, but we all know that. But if we're going to go off what happened last time, well, look what happened last time. We're still here. Nothing moved up. Who's to say we're going to move up again in the next 4 years? But he's just showing, hey, if that happens, that's how the fractal would play out. He goes, but you could easily make the case, which is true, where it's not a retail controlled market anymore. You got institutions in. These institutions, they're not leaving because, 4-year cycle, things are going down. In fact, it hasn't even gone and started for them. Fidelity and all Vanguard, friends, they're allowing their customers to buy crypto and the ETFs. Right? They're all going to make money. They're basically yield farming in the volume and fees off their customers as well. He speaks about, you know, less sell pressure. Most altcoins go down. Reflexivity is required for crypto success. So something he speaks about in crypto, which is like, it's a double-edged sword. The reflexivity is basically the big fat correlation we have because we're one internet city, pretty much. You know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, we're all one internet city, and we all correlate hard. So he said, look, ultimately, it is better that we're a double-edged system. Because if Bitcoin succeeds, Ethereum succeeds, everything wins. All right. Now, I know there's been a giant disconnect, but I guess everything will eventually, you have a chance to do well. If it was totally everything unique, you don't benefit of other stuff doing well. Like Ethereum could just win by itself and everyone else loses. That's the stock market stuff, right? Right? Like, you know, like if the health sector goes up, it doesn't affect banks at all. The banking sector, for example. If oil goes up, it doesn't mean that Johnson & Johnson baby bum powder is going to be more in demand. But with crypto, it's all internet city stuff. And like, oh, everyone's coming to the internet city. Yeah, I like this, I like that. And then the network's everywhere, okay? Because we're still early enough that everything is massively correlated. But it's a double-edged sword. He also speaks about Sommi, everybody, Sommi, and accumulating all the Ethereum. Let's play some PUBG music because we need it. Funny, he also mentions don't buy watches. He spoke about QT ending. You know, in terms of like the 4-year cycle, you know, it's 50-50. You have things saying, hey, like QT ending, and like the last time these things happened, it was actually, you know, a year to year and a half remaining. But on the other hand, you know, it's been 4 years, and so we'll see. But yeah, it's worth the watch. Proof of life and everything. Like I said for you friends. Also, there's a nice, interesting take he said on stuff. He said basically, look, the plan is you build lots of cool tech, the infrastructure's up, and then you wait for the Tinder fire to basically come out. Actually, let's do some candle lighting again, friends. Let's do some candle lighting again. It's kind of funny, friends. Charlie called me again. He goes, Habibi, keep lighting those candles. Because I think he saw the slight candle reversal up as Bitcoin goes up. So, okay, yes, proof of candlelight. He goes, please. Friends, we light Bahur here. All the incense. We do it. I've been doing it every day. Every day. I don't leave home without all my religious artifacts, my rosaries, everything. I don't leave home. I don't leave home, you know. Once I ran out, I was like, wait a minute. My wrist feels light. I'm going back. I'm not taking any chances, okay, at whatsoever. Because, you know, it's been a dark, dire time for 4 or 5 years, right? So that's I'm here to serve you, the people. I'm here to serve you, the people. But yeah, so Richard speaking about building all the cool tech, having all the infrastructure, right? Different parts, complete the puzzle. And then, like you said, waiting for the match to come out, and then everything basically engulfs itself because everyone's ready to come in. You have something for everyone. It's kind of like you're opening an ice cream store, but right now you're just selling, I mean, it's meant to be chocolate ice cream, but let's be honest, most of the stuff what we see in crypto, because the price is low, mentally we think it's just literally, you know, like a cute little sausage dog took a little sausage poop, put on an ice cream cone. You're like, dude, that's not nice. You know what I mean? So I want to open up a proper ice cream store, like adding chocolate flavor, vanilla flavor, right? Maybe some nice pistachios, some nuts. That's what eventually you're waiting for. And all of that correlates with the business cycle. I got to remind you once again, this is why, friends, this is why I speak about it so much, okay? Because this is literally important. And by the way, friends, there are people, I'm not going to name them, but maybe you've seen them out there, maybe Friday nights, maybe certain alleyways, maybe they're dressed in women's clothing, maybe they got mascara, maybe they got glitter on their face, skipping leg day as well. A lot of people, the crypto influencers, friends, I've named over 30 of them, all right? They are saying that the ISM, they believe it is actually the COPE. They believe it's a COPE chart, okay? They said, a lot of people have even said like, you know, you know, you're just bringing this chart out of nowhere, blah, 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 but they haven't paid attention, okay, at all. That's how I know, okay, you don't have any clothes on and you're a smelly, smelly emperor. You actually have no clothes. You haven't done any research. Because when they're skeptical against you, you think you're doing something wrong immediately. Because that's our human intuition, right? Almost like, oh crap, I might be doing something wrong. And then you realize, no, you actually haven't done your research at all. Like I remember even Ivan was saying, what's this ISM? This is stupid. He actually said the stupidest thing he's ever seen. He goes, this is cope. He goes, now you're just bringing it out to cope yourself. Because Ivan doesn't know, dude, we've been watching this for 2 years. We've been literally watching it for 2 years. Because I calculated 6, 12, and 10 months of bad ISM. So when we hit month 12, which was about October, November 2023, we were watching the business cycle. And literally since that moment, we have still not recovered when we were meant to go up. But now, so it's funny. Man. That's why you got to pay attention, man. These people, like if you let people speak, they show you kind of where they're coming from. It's not that your idea is stupid. It's just that they haven't been around paying attention, that they think it's just been pulled out of nowhere. That's how everybody develops a bit of their confirmation bias. So we're left in this middle ground with where we are now. And like, man, we got to celebrate every win we can get, friends. The racist Russell 2000, this is a very powerful 12-month candle. Yeah, we still got, what, 30 days to go for the year, but the last time we saw a big wick was a zombie virus. And yeah, it did do a 25% moonshot in 2021. If I go back since 1987, we can't actually find a big giant wick unless it was this, friends. This is the GFC bottom. My gosh. So what did it do after that point? 25% exactly. Whoa. That's wild, man. 25%, friends. That's wild. What are the chances it has a 25% move exactly after the big fat thrust, the dragon bullhammer thrust? So here you go again. This is 15%. Okay, this was the zombie virus, 20%. My gosh, 25%, sorry. Pardon my French. Yeah, 21% here. Now, actually, this is the one you want to look at after the big thrust, big candle from the close. 25%, man. So, friends, even if you get 15, that's still 2845, man. That's big, thick, juicy green. And 25% is 3,000, you know. And remember, the racist Russell 2000 it's interesting to look at. It's a US small cap poop coins. It's like their altcoins. Remember, there's 2,000 companies in there. 1,000 of them don't even make any money. So if you're looking at them and you see this index going up and it's outperforming the S&P, the smelly poop 500, it makes you think, people are in the mood for buying unprofitable companies. Why is that? That's why, friends, I'm here. I'm just not your average nipple pegger, okay? I'm not just your average man, some say I'm a squirrel, with a very, very chiseled jaw. Okay, these jaws snapping the backs of the bears. These elbows also snapping the backs of the bears. Not just that. We do our work here. We do our research. Ratios, friends. Ratios. For example, I want to ask you a question, okay? How many earlobe pictures equals one feet pick? Okay? Now, seriously, I'm asking you that question. Because if this bear market continues, friends, for another year or two, I'm just going to have to make an OnlyFans. Just call it OnlyFriends. Yeah, but you can't sell the whole foot at a time. Start with a toe, a heel, and then the same toe, but on the other foot. This is Melania. You dirty, dirty little hoe bag, didn't you? You just love this. Friends. Oh, man, friends. We like talk about getting pegged. Melania bent us over, man. I was like, oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. She didn't even lose. Oh, there was no lube. Melania. Oh, can you at least let us borrow your surgeon? We're going to need some stitches, Melania. You want to see the real chart? Oh, that's... You know what? I'm going to give her a salute. That's my fair lady. That's my presidential lady right there. Look, man. Part of the deal was you're allowed to do this, but you got to pump the bags. At least flash a boobie or something. She's more like, hey, here's a feet pick, right? There's enough feet picks out there. Give us some earlobes. Can we get an earlobe in there? There is. Here's an earlobe. Oh, man, this is, you know. Well, it's now or never. I've bet more than I can afford to lose. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. All right? Every day, friends. Literally, that's our feeling is, I like this industry. Next day, just burn it all to hell. Nuke it. Just nuke it, man. I want to show this to you as well, friends. So speaking about models and 4-year cycles and things breaking, the PlanB stock to flow model, I think we have to give it up, friends. Here it is right now. Oh, damn, man. Oh, you know, we knew it was going to break. Like, there's a lot of crackles being smoked here. So PlanB's model, friends, it had the average price at 500,000 for this cycle for Bitcoin after the halvening. And as you can see, it's pretty much failing. It's like Bitcoin's price movements, it's literally more explained by its own moving average, right, than this model. Pretty much you can see this giant disconnect, okay? Look, never say never. We don't know. Yeah, like look, it's got to have an average of 500K between 2024 and 2028. Now, you're probably laughing because you're like, hey, Sommi, to get that price, we need to go to $1 million. Yeah, and it's always the crackles, you know what I mean, the crackles. However, you know, people might be invigorated for this model if we go to 250K next year. People will say, oh, wow, plan B. But, yeah, he's playing bitch, friends, for a reason. You know what I mean? He's blocked everybody. Yeah, I do hope everyone believes in it again, though. Because, and you know, friends, I'm just going to say, I don't care, okay? They've taken my flesh. They've taken your flesh, right? They've crushed and tormented my soul for 5 years, and you too, okay? It's taken a lot from us. That's why I'm calling on the universe. Release Diddy. Release Soy Bankman-Fried. Let him open up another exchange. Don't even regulate it. Release Dildo Kwon. Give him a stablecoin license. And it doesn't even have to be backed. Give it to him. Release Alex Mashinsky. That's right. I said it. I said it. What, you want to put us, back us into a corner? Screw it. Screw it. We're going total anarchy here. Total anarchy. Wait, you think it's fair for us to watch gold pump? Uncle Peter Schiff. He was taking every second flight to Epstein's Island. Hey, Uncle Peter, is that a rod of gold in your pants, or are you just happy to be here? You know, that was disrespectful, by the way. You pumped gold. You pumped gold to 30 trillion market cap. You made 100,000 Vietnamese dudes with bowl haircuts line up and desecrate on cheap crypto altcoins because they all thought they were going to retire off a freaking 50% move on gold. And he gave them the perfect narrative as well. Perfect for them to be dumped on if you're long, which is you should buy gold right now. The central bank is buying. You can definitely trust the pubic bank of China. They'll never lie to you, retailer. What a that was disrespectful. Puh! I spit on all of them. AI Ponzi stocks, really? That broke my heart, you know, it broke my heart. So, where does that leave us? I'll tell you where that leaves us. It leaves us with a whole bunch of cope. This is Ethereum. Ethereum, friends, the candle is now slightly green for the month. I think it's going to be it, but okay, it's pretty much this month, this year, 8 red. I'm not going to write 4 green just in case we get black swan because I don't want to tempt the universe, but we got bear market destruction, man. Like, it just breaks my friends. I don't know what to do, dude. I wake up every day. Friends, I don't even have to try, okay? I don't even have to extend my pointy-elbowed arms and grab something. It literally just falls into our lap. Don't worry, she's over 18. Stablecoin supercycle news everywhere. Everywhere. Bolivia. Countries you didn't even know existed, like Argentina, talking about stablecoin supercycle. Politicians in random places of the world, shout out to everybody out there, sharing this blue testicular earth with us, frothing at the mouth for stablecoins. Kyrgyzstan, the land of Borat as well, everywhere. Stablecoins. They're literally using our tech. Where we won, not even we're winning, we won. The Cuck Mercantile Exchange saying, oh yeah, we're going to make crypto 24/7 trading next year, starting with the Bitcoin and Ethereum futures. We won, dude. We're making you bend to us. How are you pegging us? Makes no sense. It makes no sense, man. But then it does make sense. That's why I did all the work here for you 18 hours a day. Bitcoin is institutionalized now. Bitcoin is Roca Negra. Bitcoin is compromised. Bitcoin is Wall Street. It's called BlackRock Bitcoin now. Right? You know, it's Michael Saylor. Yeah, one day it'll be Michael Saylor. Michael Soiler. One day. Okay? Altcoins, it's by the people for the people. All right? It is. We follow the business cycle. That's why I tell you, Sommi's guiding fart forces of crypto. I show it to you all the time, friends. Sommi's guiding fart forces of crypto. You see it right here. My guiding fart forces of crypto. Cannot be understated enough. Right? You grab it right here. See that? Bitcoin follows global M2. Altcoins and Ethereum follow the business cycle. The business cycle really cranks when Main Street is eating. Yeah? PMI being this low, Main Street is not eating, friends, whatsoever. Yeah, don't listen to that random loser who's always on Twitter or YouTube going, oh, everything's fine. I've done it, but just shut up. Just shut up. These people are scum. They are yield farming. They are engagement farming. They are utilizing their skill to grab suckers. Ball suckers. That's what they do. That's what their gift is. The gift of the grift. That's why the word con man exists. Con for confidence. And they're also walking condoms too. Confidence. As in, I will confidently proclaim to you that I know exactly what's coming. Oh, you should have sold. You should have sold your coins, otherwise known as sold. Sold. You should have sold with me. Follow my indicator. Follow my chart with the moving average that slaps stuff on that I charge you $1,000 plus a year for. And when you finally figure out the grift, you're gone, dude, in 18 months from now. There's a new green candle coming into the industry, which is a new round of suckers who have no idea, but they see the large number of followers. And they go, oh, I've just discovered this man or woman. There's a lot of grifter girls in crypto too. They go, oh, wow, look at this indicator. Whoa, this is going to change my life. Yeah, it's going to change your life, all right. It's going to change your life in the same way my life got changed when Melania Trump inserted herself behind us. Okay? That's how you get changed. All the models break. We are in a unique time. Main Street must eat. Main Street must eat. But look, it is possible, friends. I'm just telling you, it is possible that Main Street gets cooked for the next 6 months. That's what everybody's expecting. When Main Street gets so destroyed, even though it's been Black Swan levels of 37 months now, people believe Main Street will get so destroyed that they'll have to turn on the money printers immediately. But I want to remind you, that is the 2020 playbook. Okay, there are other previous cycle playbooks of that, 2017, 2013. It didn't happen like that. Main Street didn't get crushed and they turn on the money printers. Okay, for example, do you know in 2013, inflation was 1.2%, unemployment was 9.8%, around the 2010-ish level. So they just did QE. They just started QE. All right, there wasn't like a big crack. It was just they gave it time and they go, hey man, unemployment's still not getting better. We have to do some QE, right? So we'll see what happens. All right. I've given you a lot of the highest value content in crypto. You and I are still going to make it. Like, subscribe, belly button, and I'll catch you soon.